A shockwave rippled through the MotoGP paddock ahead of the crucial round in Jerez when Valentino Rossi delivered a sharp statement that not only took aim at Marc Márquez, but also exposed long-hidden issues within the Ducati Lenovo team. Amid declining performance and results far below expectations, Rossi's criticism sounded like a serious wake-up call, suggesting that Ducati's crisis is not merely about on-track speed, but a deeper structural problem that could shape their future in MotoGP. Will this become a turning point for Ducati's resurgence, or the beginning of the end of their dominance in the 2026 season? Let's discuss. The start of the 2026 MotoGP season has turned into a nightmare for the Ducati Lenovo team. A squad that has been a dominant force in recent years is now performing well below expectations. The first 3 rounds have clearly shown that something is wrong within the Italian manufacturer. Not a single victory has been secured. In fact, Ducati's best result so far is just 1 podium, achieved by Fabio Di Giannantonio in Brazil. Meanwhile, the spotlight is firmly on Marc Márquez, who has yet to reach the podium even once, a stark contrast to his status as the reigning world champion. MotoGP legend Valentino Rossi has openly revealed what he believes to be the root cause behind Ducati's recent struggles. In his view, the team's issues are not solely related to the bike's technical performance on track, but are far more complex, touching on fundamental aspects of team management. Rossi pointed to a significant lack of internal cohesion, where each element, both riders and technical staff, appears to be operating with its own direction and priorities, without solid coordination. This situation creates a disconnect in the bike development process, which should be Ducati's greatest strength in the modern MotoGP era. Big names such as Marc Márquez and Francesco Bagnaia are also said to have differing approaches when it comes to providing input for bike development. Their contrasting riding philosophies and technical needs are not being balanced by a strong coordination system from the central team. A similar issue is evident within the satellite teams, which are not fully integrated into a unified development direction. As a result, Ducati is gradually losing one of the most crucial elements in today's MotoGP competition: unity of vision. Without alignment between riders, engineers, and management, there are immense potential risks being fragmented and underutilized. Rossi emphasized that without structural improvements and stronger internal communication, Ducati will struggle to return to the path of dominance they once demonstrated. Another equally critical issue lies in the development direction of the Desmercedesi GP26, which is seen as lacking a clear vision. During its development process, Ducati has faced significant conflicts of interest between the factory team, satellite teams, and even the riders themselves, each with different technical preferences. Instead of unifying efforts to create a solid and competitive package, this situation has led the GP26 to evolve without a consistent foundation. The impact is clearly visible on track. The bike has become more difficult to handle, less stable under varying conditions, and unable to provide riders with maximum confidence. Marc Márquez's performance has also become a major point of concern in this situation. After delivering impressive and competitive performances in the previous season, he now appears to be struggling to find his best rhythm with Ducati's latest machine. According to Valentino Rossi, Ducati's development direction this season has moved away from Marquez's needs and riding style, which heavily relies on instinct, extreme braking, and control at the absolute limit. The GP26 has evolved in a direction that is less aligned with those characteristics, causing Marquez to lose one of his key weapons on track. Interestingly, off-track factors have also come under serious scrutiny in this analysis. Valentino Rossi believes that non-technical aspects are often overlooked, even though they can have an impact just as significant as the bike's performance itself. He specifically pointed to changes in Marc Márquez's personal life, including his training patterns, daily routines, and overall approach to maintaining physical and mental fitness. According to Rossi, the balance between personal and professional life plays a crucial role in determining a rider's readiness on the track. Even small changes in routine, such as training intensity, rest periods, or external pressures, can influence focus, reflexes, and confidence when facing intense competition. The situation becomes even more complex after his former rival, Andrea Dovizioso, revealed several surprising facts. He believes that the challenges Marquez is currently facing are far more serious than what the public has perceived so far. According to Dovizioso, Marquez's physical condition has not fully recovered following the shoulder injury he sustained at the 2025 Indonesian MotoGP. The injury had not only short-term effects, but also forced him to undergo surgery and miss several crucial sessions, including key pre-season tests that are vital for adaptation and bike development. Furthermore, the impact of that injury is said to still be felt today, particularly in his arm, a critical component for any rider in maintaining stability, precision, and full control of a MotoGP bike at high speeds. This condition clearly affects his on-track performance and presents a major challenge that must be addressed if Marquez wants to return to his peak competitive level. Interestingly, Marc Márquez himself has openly admitted that the obstacles he faces are not solely due to the bike's performance, but also his own physical condition. He believes that a not yet competitive bike package, combined with a body that has not fully recovered, is the main factor limiting his performance on track. This combination of two crucial elements has prevented him from reaching his expected peak level. In a high-intensity sport like MotoGP, even a slight decline in physical condition can significantly impact a rider's consistency and confidence. On the other hand, a suboptimal bike further increases the pressure, as the rider must work extra hard to compensate for its shortcomings. This situation becomes increasingly complex, because the solutions required cannot be achieved instantly. Technical improvements demand structured and well-directed development, while physical recovery requires time, discipline, and proper treatment. Therefore, the challenge Marquez faces is not just about improving performance on track, but also about finding the right balance between physical readiness and the quality of the bike he rides. Despite being in a difficult situation, Ducati has not completely lost its chances. With its vast resources and extensive experience, a comeback is still possible. However, there is one key factor: unifying the team's vision. Without strong collaboration, it will be difficult for Ducati to return to its winning ways. For Marquez, the biggest challenge is adaptation, adjusting his aggressive riding style to a body that has not fully recovered, without losing his identity as a rider. Criticism from Valentino Rossi and statements from Andrea Dovizioso serve as a serious wake-up call for Ducati. The issues they face go beyond mere speed, touching on team structure, development direction, and the physical condition of their lead rider. If they fail to make immediate improvements, the 2026 season could mark the beginning of Ducati's decline. However, if they manage to recover, a great story can still be rewritten. All eyes are now on Marc Márquez. Can he return to the top, or is he entering a decline in his career? Share your thoughts below.